Hi guys, it's Amanda over at
Hi guys.
AmandaReads.
Hi guys, it's Fiona from Reads and Eats.
And we are talking about our buddy read for, was it February and March?
February, March, yep.
Yep, which is Summer Island by Kristin Hannah.
So, two different versions, but same book.
Yes. So do you remember what you rated this book? I have to look back.
I rated it a 4.
I think I did too, which is unusual because I usually give Kristin Hannah's books 5, but I'm pretty sure I gave it a 4. Did you like this more or less than Firefly Lane?
Less.
Yeah, I gave it 4 stars.
I found it very similar.
Okay, yeah, we're definitely gonna have to talk about that because I did too.
Was this written before or after Firefly Lane? Any ideas?
I think I looked it up, and I think that this was 2001, and I think it was written before.
Interesting. I'd have sworn it was written after, because just there's so much crossover.
Yeah. Let me see. Firefly Lane. Do you want to give a little summary of what you remember?
Right, okay, interesting. I've got Fly Away here, which is the sequel to Firefly Lane. It was written in 2013.
Yeah, Firefly Lane was written in 2008. So this was written first. Yeah.
That is really weird. Right, I tell you what, I just read the bump on the cover.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Years ago, Nora Bridge walked out of her marriage and left her daughters behind. She has since become a famous radio talk show host and newspaper columnist, beloved for her moral advice. Her youngest daughter, Ruby, is a struggling comedian who uses her famous mother as fuel for her bitter, cynical humour. When the tabloids unearth a scandalous secret from Nora's past, the estrangement suddenly becomes dramatic. Nora is injured in an accident, and a glossy magazine offers Ruby a fortune to write a tell-all about her mother. Under false pretenses, Ruby returns home to take care of the woman she hasn't spoken to for almost a decade. Nora insists they retreat to Summer Island in the San Juans, to the lovely old house on the water where Ruby grew up, a place filled with childhood memories of love and joy and belonging. There, Ruby is also reunited with her first love and his brother. Once the three of them had been best friends, inseparable, until the summer that Nora had left and everyone's hearts were broken. What begins to as an expose evolves as Ruby writes into an exploration of her family's past. Nora is not the woman Ruby had hated all these years. Witty, wise, and vulnerable, she is desperate to reconcile with her daughter. As the magazine deadline draws near and Ruby finally wishes what had begun to seem to her like an act of brutal betrayal, she is forced to grow up and look at the past and her mother and herself through the eyes of a woman, and she must finally allow herself to love.
That was a good one. Yours is better than mine. I was reading yours and I was like, hers has way more information than mine does.
Oh, well, that's good. So yeah, so that's kind of what the book about. It's about family estrangement, and how maybe somebody is not what you think they are.
Yeah. I liked it, but I found it a little bit predictable. Like I knew what was going to happen at the end. It was pretty obvious.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, but I did like the characters and the dynamic.
Yeah.
But I felt like I think maybe it showed that this was one of her earlier books because I feel like now her writing has evolved.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's why I also didn't like it as much.
Yeah, I mean, I did really enjoy it, and I could see that she was maybe probably at the beginning of her writing career, that she, the characters evolved, but maybe you're thinking could have evolved slightly more. Was I left with any questions at the end? Maybe slightly. I'd maybe like to have known a wee bit more as to what happened in the aftermath, where things went. But no, on the whole, I was happy with it, and I like the setting. I like the descriptions of the house and where they were. I thought that was really nice.
Definitely. I really liked it too. Oh,
well,
I think that some things that I didn't like were that I felt like sometimes there was like a lot of buildup for a conflict and then it was just like resolved really quickly. Yeah. Like that type of thing where some scenes were really stretched out and there was like a lot of anticipation and then you were expecting a lot more out of it, and you didn't.
Yeah.
It was just like quickly resolved with no
Yeah.
issues. It was a little unrealistic at times, I think.
It was. I think for me, one of the ones that was, it wasn't a conflict per se, but the 4th of July early party, I thought that was kind of glossed over.
Yeah, it was like one page. And
Yeah.
I thought that that was a more important scene.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So would we recommend it?
I would recommend it, but I wouldn't recommend it first for someone that's never read Kristin Hannah.
No.
Like, I would recommend it if you like her style in her books, because you'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say it's the best thing she's written, and I wouldn't recommend it as the first thing of hers to go to.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I mean,
have you just read The Firefly Lane and The Fly Away?
And then this one,
and then this?
Yeah. So I would like to read more. So I'm going to be saying to you, where else should I go? What other ones should I go for?
I know. I haven't even read all of hers, but one that I love is Night Road. It is so good.
Okay.
And yeah, that one's really good.
Okay.
I recommend that one highly, highly.
No worries.
Yeah.
Excellent.
But I don't think that this is her best. But I don't think that people will be disappointed by it.
No, I don't think so. I think they'll get enough from the story and from the characters that they're not going to go, why are you two recommending this one?
Yeah.
I think they're going to be happy with it.
Yeah. All right. Do we have anything else you want to say before we get into spoilers?
Don't think so. You?
I don't think so either. I would recommend it, but maybe look at something else. And that was a really good plot synopsis. So
thank you. I'm so glad they wrote it for me.
Yeah.
Saved me have to think about it.
I know. That was a good one. All right. So why don't we move into the spoiler discussion?
So if anybody wants to, what I would say now at the moment, if anybody wants to read this book and they're watching this and they don't want to know any more, cut now. Just say, thank you very much. It's been lovely that you've watched us, but bye-bye. And once you've read it, come back to us with comments down below and we'll answer them.
Right.
Yeah?
Yes.
Cool.
All right. So the first thing that I really need to talk about, because it I was reading it and I was like, is this just me? There were two strong parallels to Firefly Lane.
Very strong, yes.
One of them was the bicycles.
Yep.
Right? And I was reading it and I was like, okay, I literally have read this like 7 times. And then there was also an exact quote.
I
only noticed because I'm obsessed with the book. But I was reading it and I was like, that's an exact quote in Firefly Lane.
Wow.
Yeah. I didn't even mark it. But it was crazy.
The other parallel for me was Nora being injured and Ruby going to look after her, where in Firefly Lane again the mother was injured and the daughter goes to look after her. Hello?
And how it was a car accident.
Exactly. And then also
a car accident and Fly Away.
And also you've got in Fly Away, you've got or in Firefly Lane you've got her best friend dying of cancer. Therefore, her best friend's brother in this one is dying of cancer.
Yeah. It's almost like this was like a really good idea that she had. And then someone was like, I like this, this, and this, and this from your book. You should figure out a way to develop those into like a better story. And then she went and wrote Firefly Lane.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like. It felt like she took like scenes that people enjoyed and then turned it in. I just like couldn't even get over the bicycle, riding the bicycle with the arms out the side. I was like, okay, I've read this already.
Yeah, it's like, hello, can we do something different, please?
Yeah. But I did really like it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
So what kind of questions do we have?
Okay, we have, was it fair for Caroline to guilt Ruby into helping her mother? Do you think Caroline was using her family responsibilities as a way to get out of taking care of her mother?
Yes, I think she was. I think she was, I think, to a certain extent, but I think she also wanted Ruby to have the opportunity to re-engage with her mother and have a better relationship with her mother. I think Caroline realized that Ruby needed that.
Yeah. I think that Caroline was having like her family problems or whatever. And I feel like she knew that if she went to take care of her mom would like know something was wrong.
Yeah.
So I feel like she was just saying like, oh, I can't go. I have all this stuff to do because she didn't want anyone to know what was going on.
Yeah.
But I felt like she also knew that Ruby needed to go. So she was like forced her to go.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I think it's a good thing that she did it, you know. But I also think it enabled, if with Ruby going to look after her mum, it meant that Caroline was also going to have more interaction with her sister as well.
Yeah.
So was it a way for her as well to draw closer to her sister and get that bond, further developed? Because it obviously had been estranged as well.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't think of that. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Did Nora have the right to have such a great mother-son type of relationship with Eric when her relationship with her own daughters needed to be mended with time, care, and effort? Was Nora taking the easy road by nurturing her relationship with Eric and not her relationship with her daughters?
No, I don't think she was. I think she realised that her relationship with her daughters was estranged. Therefore, she put some of her love, etc., onto Eric. But I think Eric needed her in many ways, more than at that point her daughters did. I think as the story progressed and she discovered what was going on with Ruby, etc., and their relationship started to become closer, I think she realized that she needed to spend more time or equal time with both of them. But I think Eric gave her that relationship, gave her something that she needed that she wasn't getting with her daughters at that point in time, and she also needed to have time to sort out her own feelings as to what happened, in the past, and maybe he was the way of helping her to do that.
Yeah, I don't think that she was necessarily like putting off mending her relationship with her daughters by being a mother to Eric. I think that she just didn't know how to fix her relationship. So it was just like she knew how to have a good relationship with Eric. So she focused on that because of his specific needs.
Yeah.
And then probably thought like, I'll figure out the girls later kind of thing.
Yeah, I think so.
And like, I think she kind of used it as an excuse. Like Eric needed her so she didn't have to focus so much on trying to get back her daughters.
Mm-hmm.
But I also feel like it was just because she didn't know what to do.
Yeah, I would go with it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Should Nora have told her daughters the truth about the past instead of letting them make assumptions about her? Why did Nora allow her daughters to think the worst of her? Was it a heroic decision on Nora's part to shoulder this burden, or was she being weak?
I don't think she knew how to. I don't think she knew how to say to her daughters what had happened in the past. I
I
think
don't think so either.
she was. I think she was a very scared woman. That if she told them exactly what had happened, that she wouldn't actually be able to mend her relationship with her daughters. That they would completely walk away.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think she knew how either. And I think that she figured like it's better for them to make assumptions about me than to just bother telling them the truth. Because if they when they found out the truth, it also like tainted their father.
Yeah.
So she's probably like, it's just easier for them to not like one of us.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of thing.
I think that situation is very difficult. They're going to end up hating one parent, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to go along with that, there's a question that says, why didn't Rand tell his daughters the truth? Was he just being selfish? Was he trying to hurt Nora for leaving him?
Bit of both.
Yeah, which was really like, I really just didn't like him.
No, I didn't like him. I didn't like him at all. And I think he wanted to manipulate the situation to his advantage.
Yeah, and he took advantage of the situation and was just like, well, I'm not going to correct them. And then like basically ruined Nora's life and cut her off from her kids.
Yeah.
So I didn't really like him.
No.
And that was something else, like that didn't really get a lot of time in the book either.
No.
Like Ruby finds out about it, confronts him or something, I think. I can't really remember.
Yeah.
And then it's like done.
Yeah. Yeah, it was things like that were very, very quick.
Yeah. And it didn't need to be.
No.
But this book was not a short book.
No, it was like, how many pages for me?
I think it's like 300 and something.
I had 277.
I have 392.
Okay.
Yeah, I have 392. So I don't understand
How my
this book felt short.
Yeah, it did. It felt really short.
And it felt like rushed in some parts, but I guess it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Do you think? Do you think Eric's mother will one day regret not seeing her son one last time? I hate this lady.
Yes, I hate this lady with a passion as well. She's but yes, she is going to regret it. Absolutely.
I don't think she will. I don't think she cares.
Do you know? I think in her old age she will regret it.
I thought that they would come at the end. I was hoping that she was going to write it. That's the one thing that I predicted that didn't happen.
Yeah, I'd hoped she would as well, but I wasn't holding my breath for it.
I think it would have been good if she did, and then they had a conversation about it. Mm-hmm. I think that would have been more, like, I know that's like a happy ending, but I think that would have been more.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would have appreciated that.
Yes, I think we all would have done, yeah.
And I also thought that Eric's death in general took like 5 seconds.
It did. It was like glossed over, basically.
Yeah. I don't know. And I felt like that's what we were working towards.
Yeah.
And then it was nothing.
Yeah.
So, why do people often put celebrities on high pedestals? Does the public have the right to feel betrayed when celebrities fall and reveal their faults?
Interesting question.
I thought that was a good one.
I think because a celebrity is possibly leading a life that other folk will never be able to attain. So you're kind of living your life vicariously through them. Mm-hmm. So therefore, when they fall or reveal their faults, you're like, you feel sort of down about it because it's like, well, you're not what I thought you were.
Yeah.
So, do we have a right to do it? No, because everybody is a human being. You know, everybody's got faults. Nobody's perfect. So, you know, you have to accept that people are going to make mistakes. Some mistakes are bigger than others. But you have to accept that.
Yeah, I agree. I understand why people. This was a little different because it wasn't that she just like fell and had a fault. This was like, it was hypocritical.
Yeah.
In nature, but at the same time, obviously there's a backstory that not everyone's going to know. So do we have a right to feel betrayed? No. But is it understandable why you would? Yes. So it's like a natural instinct to feel betrayed, but when you look at it logistically, you have no reason to be betrayed. It literally doesn't even affect your life.
No.
So, but it made sense.
Yeah, it did, yeah.
All right, we have Nora abandons both Caroline and Ruby, but Caroline is still willing to have a relationship with her mother. What makes Caroline different from Ruby? Why is she more able than Ruby to, if not forgive, then at least move beyond the past?
Because she's a mother herself.
And I think because she's older.
Yeah, she's older. She maybe has different memories of that point in time. Therefore, she knew that things weren't great. But also, she's a mother. She probably instinctively knows that as a mother, you will do anything to try and protect your kids. And I think that's why.
Yeah, I think that she probably, like you're saying, she's a mom. So even if she felt betrayed and like didn't understand the full situation, I feel like she would she probably hoped that, knowing what it feels like to be a mom, that whatever reason her mom had for leaving, hopefully it was for something positive for them, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, even if she doesn't understand why and she felt betrayed, I could see her being like, I really hope there was a good reason that she did it, and I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
But yeah. And Ruby's just angry.
Yeah. It's because her memories of that time are different.
Yeah.
You know, all she remembers is the heart.
Right.
And it's maybe not, although I guess she's in her 20s, she's not mature enough at that point to assimilate everything.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. To kind of go along with that, there's a question that says, memory plays an important role in Summer Island. Ruby forgot all her good memories with her mother and remembered only the bad ones. How does the manipulation of memories inform who we are and who we become? If she had been more aware of her own past and her true memories, would she have become a different person?
I think she would have become a different person. If she'd remembered the good times, then I think she would have been a lot happier in herself.
Yeah.
You know, as to the first part, how do memories affect us? Well, if you can, your memories are what guide you in many ways.
Mm-hmm.
You remember things that you did or were done to you that were good. It has a positive influence on your life.
Right.
You know, therefore you want your life to be as positive as it can be. So therefore you follow those things that have given you a positive outcome. If that makes sense.
And I feel like her age played a part in it. So like she had the memories, but I feel like, you know, she was young. So it's almost like she had the memories, but her perception of them was different.
Yeah.
Like if you have, you know, a happy memory of like playing a game or whatever, you remember like a really happy situation. But in the background while you were playing your game, you could have heard like your parents fighting, but you were focused on playing the game. So like you associate as a happy memory, but it could have actually been a negative memory kind of thing. So I think that played a part in it too. Like not only did she block out the positive memories, her like negative memories were skewed, because remember when she was saying like when her mom left, she was like, who's coming with me? Like she wanted them to come.
Yeah.
But at first, and then she starts to remember like her mom was shaking and like it had taken a lot of courage. But at first the memory was just my mom left.
Yeah.
And so like her perception of what was going on at that time was really skewed.
Yeah, I think she needed, so shall we say, Summer Island to re-jog those memories and to actually fit in more bits that she, for whatever reason, had blocked out.
Yeah, and she was like also younger, so like she could have noticed like my mom's hands were shaking, but not have been mature enough to think like why.
Yeah.
So then like as an adult looking back on the memories, she started to piece a lot more together, which I thought was really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Our last question is, what do you think is next for Ruby and Nora? How do you see their relationship moving forward from here?
Oh my gosh. I think it'll get stronger. I think that they will be able to form a good relationship. I think now that obviously Ruby's with, is it Dean?
Yes.
Is it Dean? I think that he will be a more stabilizing influence on her life. And therefore will be able to help her develop a more rounded personality. I have to say, I would hope that she doesn't become, she doesn't do stand-up comedy anymore. I would rather she became a writer, because I think that's more where her talents lie.
Yeah.
I also think the fact that she and Nora are going to go on TV together, I think that will be a really strong bonding experience, because, you know, they're both going to help each other out in that situation. and it's more of a united front. What I would have been interested in is, would Caroline have gone as well? So it was like
Yeah,
the two daughters and the mom.
that would have been better probably.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel like she probably wouldn't go though.
No, I don't think
She's
so.
so
I think
much
she's
more
not.
like reserved
Yeah,
and doesn't want all the attention.
no. But I
But
think maybe in this instance she has to go.
yeah, I think that like you were saying, now that she's with Dean and Dean's family sucks,
Mm-hmm.
uh he's probably going to latch on to her family more, like onto Nora, so they'll probably be spending like a lot more time together. And I think they're just going to start acting like a family, but I don't think that she'll be bringing her dad into it.
No, I don't think so. I think he's burnt his boats.
Yeah. So I think it'll kind of just be like Nora's going to kind of be the matriarch of this little mismatched family.
Yeah, I think so.
If I was Dean, I wouldn't even talk to my parents anymore
No, I think
after that.
I would kick them into touch.
Yeah. They're not even in the same country, so.
No, so it's probably going to be easier for him to do that.
Yeah. It doesn't seem like they really were interested anymore either.
No.
And even in the childhood, they were over all the time. So
Yeah.
it doesn't seem like they were really hands-on.
No. So, yeah. So, but, is it a lot of questions that the book can throw up, and it does make you think, which is a good thing about it.
Yeah. Yeah. I really liked it.
Yeah, me too.
It was good. I'm glad that we read it.
Yeah, me too. And I look forward to reading more of her books with you. So it's
Yeah,
good.
definitely. All right. Well, those are all the questions.
Well, I think we've covered everything, don't you?
Yeah, definitely.
Good. So we just hope that people will read it, and if they do, let us know and what you think about it.
Yeah, and comment down below what your thoughts were, or if you
Yeah.
have any lasting questions too.
Yeah, and we're more than happy to answer them.
Yep.
Cool.
All right. So thank you guys for watching.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.